What's wrong with Fallout 76? This is a question that I asked myself when I originally got into the game after the recent TV show's success. I've been playing with my lovely girlfriend so that I could experience every feature that this game has to offer, and I've got to say, this is the definition of a best case scenario modern game. I will be bringing up how the game launched and how it was treated originally, but don't think that it's just going to be a video of me hating on the game. There's some things that the game in Bethesda did very well. Let's start at the beginning. Fallout 76 is the first Fallout game to have actual multiplayer co-op support, online multiplayer co-op support. It launched with this. It also was a super buggy mess where enemies were clipping through walls, most things were T-posing, and the world didn't have any NPCs. Originally, their plan for the game was that anyone that you found in this world was a real player and they were treated like an NPC. They could be a trader, whatever you wanted to do, didn't really matter. The best way to compare it is GTA 5 roleplay servers, how people can be paramedic, firefighter. I've seen a lot of clips of GTA 5 roleplay of people being cops. Oh man, those are funny. Here's the issue with this. The server capacity doesn't really allow for this to work, and on top of this, a lot of people were doing things that were totally allowed, but made the game really unfun. A couple examples was waiting outside of the vault to kill people who had just started, and creating trap rooms to lure people into or push people into, and then they just couldn't leave. I think trap rooms are still allowed. I don't know for sure. I haven't seen anything about it, but I remember seeing something a long time ago that I wouldn't be able to really find it, that trap rooms were something that was allowed in the game, but no one wants to deal with that. To Bethesda's credit, they eventually put in a feature to allow people to opt into PvP, so it was by choice. They wanted to play PvP, they could do that, but it was off by default. They eventually added in NPCs to make the game feel more alive, and in my opinion, NPCs should be in day one. It does not make sense why NPCs were not in a game that has always had NPCs. Now, obviously 76 didn't always have NPCs, but Fallout 4 3 always had NPCs. Another issue I wanted to bring up was that people were able to get into the dev room. If you don't know what the dev room is, it's the developer room. It contains every item in the game, one of every item in the game, I believe, every power armor, every weapon. It's all stored in a couple like containers and things like that, and people found a way into this. I don't understand how that is even possible, but pretty much a lot of people were taking these items and would sell them online for actual money, and a lot of people were doing things like going on a Smurf account, level 1, glitching into this dev room, taking the items out and giving it to their actual account or just dropping it for other players. The issue with this was that those accounts were getting banned and not the people who actually received the loot. Granted, there's a lot of issues when it comes to this because you can't really pinpoint exactly if that person willingly or was connected to that person. I bet you can match like IP or something like that, but that's who fucking knows. But pretty much like they were trying to ban people and it just didn't really work. It just didn't really make sense to do it. Like, you ban these people, they're not going to play on that account anyways. But another thing to Bethesda's credit, they patched a lot of this game compared to what you saw years ago. Okay, this game is a lot better. All right, NPCs aren't as buggy. There isn't those types of issues. There's just other issues that I will get into, and these are mostly from, you know, my experience of playing, seeing other people play currently, and just overall how I feel about it. Now, one thing to understand before we get into it is that I am not level 50. I haven't played for hours and hours and hours. More or less, I've been putting a lot of my time into Fallout 4 just because you have a lot more agency. And I'm not going to say that Fallout 76 is terrible because it's an MMO or anything like that. More or less, there's a lot of things that I could kind of say about the price tag and things like that, which I most likely will. But understand that Fallout 76 it's all right. Okay, if you're wanting to play a game with friends, this might be your game if you both like Fallout, but you'll both know that there's a lot more that could have been done for this game. That's sort of what I'm getting at here, is that Fallout 76 is very promising. It's kind of where, you know, Bethesda lost all of their credit when it came to this game, not even because it was launched in a really bad state, but it was launched knowing that they could just fix it later. No one likes that. Launch your game when it's actually finished. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of a take two here. Obviously, we're doing a little bit of a record scratch, like Bethesda did to Fallout 76 and came back and randomly fixed it. This was me coming back and trying to fix what I was trying to say for this entire video, because a lot of it, I edited through a good bit of it. I trimmed things, whatever, and I was like, I don't really agree with this. I don't like this. This isn't. I don't particularly feel the exact same of what I'm portraying in like what my words are saying and certain things like that for what I had recorded previously with the script and all of that stuff. And on top of that, I had pretty much have done this recording already, and I did not turn on my microphone, so that is lovely. Just want to put that out there just so I can get some sympathy points with you guys, you know, to make this as short as possible, because the recording was like 18 minutes long the last time. Fallout 76 is a mobile game, okay? It's like a mobile multiplayer game. You can play with friends, but the friend playing aspect is very lackluster. You don't really get to experience much playing with other people, follow the team leader sort of thing. You don't get to feel like you're doing much with them. You're just following them around, shooting people whenever it happens. You don't really do much. Then there's the events with friends, which seems much more interesting and a lot better, and actually like a part of the game. It makes you all feel like you're contributing to something, which is great. I've not really experienced any crashing or bugs or glitches or anything, and overall it's been pretty fine. I do have to say though, the whole atomic shop microtransactions, everything, the battle pass for this game is pretty all right. I'd say you can earn atoms throughout playing the game, which is fine. It doesn't really feel like you earn enough. Not necessarily bothered by it to a degree though, because like you can still experience the entire game. The atomic shop and certain things like that, like just microtransactions, mostly being cosmetic, is not really an issue. I've seen that there are aspects of the game that are pay to win. Haven't experienced it myself. I really hope that that sort of stuff has already been taken out of the game. But yeah, microtransactions have been an issue in this game for a fairly long amount of time. One thing that I do also want to make clear is that I'm not like a veteran of this game. I saw clips of it. I saw videos of it years and years ago, and I never played it. I played it this month. Well, it's May now. I've played it for a month or so, like a couple weeks, like 2.5 weeks, but not as much as I probably should have been. And so that's why I didn't really give like a history of the entire thing, because it's not my experience. I'm kind of relaying what some other people have said. As you can see, there's some clips. I'll show a clip right now. It's not me. This is someone else's video, but I show their channel at the top right just so you know that it's not me. It's sort of like I give them a watermark basically of like, here, that's that person. You can find that video pretty easily. But yeah, in terms of it being like a mobile game, the graphics, the way that certain things are delayed when you do stuff, just certain interactions with things doesn't feel right. I don't like the scrapping system with how certain things like that work. I might have said it already. This is kind of me compiling everything, by the way, but I might have said it already, but I've had it numerous times now, especially in my playthrough of playing on PC by myself. You will get so many items that are not at your level. It's like you're level 5, you're getting things at level 20. You can't fucking use them. It's really obnoxious because it just sits there. You're like, okay, well, this is clearly better. Let me store it. It's whatever. Things like for the Fallout First, just kind of bouncing back and forth. I do apologize. It's just how my brain is working right now. The scrap box and ammo box being a thing that's a part of just Fallout First is very stupid. I really wish that it was a part of the main game, because it would make playing as someone who has just paid for the game, or, you know, I didn't pay. That shit. Most people that are playing have played it. It's free. You know, Prime, like I did for PC. PlayStation Plus, like I did for PlayStation. Xbox, I didn't do that, but Xbox Game Pass has it. There's a whole lot of avenues to get this game for free, so now a whole lot of people are buying it. That's probably why they have microtransactions. I don't know how they think about it. But yeah, Fallout First is a little silly. You're paying for coupons of getting things a little bit cheaper to spend more money. I bought the first month of it because it's like $6, and I was like, okay, well, I'll try it, see what I think about it. Kind of, you know, it's cheap. Like, I was like, it's whatever. I'm never buying it again, though, because there's no point. Something that I've heard, if you buy the outfits that are from Fallout First, you can wear them, but if Fallout First on your account is over, you can't wear the outfits anymore. So that actually happens. That's really stupid. I hope that's not the case. But yeah, like I said, not given a whole history of the game. I didn't experience it. Canvas bag. I bet saying that may make you guys feel like, oh God. But yeah, just the way that they've treated this game is a little bit odd. I do like that there's things being added, and, you know, the quests and certain things make it feel alive. I don't know what this game would have played like without NPCs. I'm not gonna lie to you. I bet that shit would have been so fucking boring. Pardon my language, but that would have been super boring. But yeah, hopefully that clears all of this up. This recording was a lot shorter. I'm just going to say that now. And if you heard everything of what I had to say and you're at this point of the video, comment pineapples, especially if you're someone who's going to, like, you know, comment anything else. Put pineapples at the end of it, so you at least I know that you watched up until the end. I've had a lot of people, you know, reacted or watch some of my videos before. They hear like a couple things at the start and then they just comment and leave. And it's like, I clear this up later. Why are you so quick to judge? I think it depends. It does depend though. That's going to do it. I do apologize. I'm working on doing some some other things for videos. Currently, I'm working on a video for platinuming Fallout 4. I'm just trying out a bunch of different things. By the way, this is the outro. If you're someone who doesn't really care for my channel or anything, you're not interested, you just cared about 76, totally fine. See you another time, man. But yeah, I'm wanting to try out a bunch of different things. Dark Souls was on sale. If you're someone who saw that community post a very long time ago, by a very long time ago, I think it was like a month and a half or something. I did get it. It was like 20 bucks. I was like, fuck yeah. So I will be playing that eventually. I've just been working on a bunch of other things at the same time, by a bunch of other things. Just the video of, you know, how to platinum Fallout 4. It was a lot of compiling footage and certain things like that. I had a lot of issues with stuff like that, and I can explain it in that video. But yeah, I'm sort of just, I'm really trying to figure it out. As I'm a small content creator, obviously. I'm not someone who has 100,000 or anything, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, like, YouTube gives you these little things of like, should you like post to your subscriptions, or should you post so that it goes to all new people? I'm trying to figure that shit out, using hashtags, ways to get suggested. It's really odd. It's not something where people see my stuff and they go, oh, it's that guy. They go, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Who's this random person? So yeah, I also know that I haven't really posted anything Helldivers related. I've completely lost focus of that game. I do not apologize for that. I bet a lot of people do agree with that. A lot of people who probably subscribed from those Helldivers videos and you're here watching up until this point, first of all, thank you. But also, you most likely agree with a lot of the things that I've said about that game. They've probably been fixing it. I haven't really looked into it. I haven't played. I don't even think I have it installed on my PlayStation. I haven't touched it. There's really no reason to play that game, in my opinion, because of like its live service. It's whatever. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Subscribe if for some reason you didn't click away and you do like how this video was laid out somehow. It does get better. I do edit. Yeah, it's sometimes my brain is like, let's edit, let's work really hard at this, and then sometimes I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't really like this project. Sort of like when you're in school and you're like, I don't really like math anymore. Science is way more interesting and physics was really hard. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Subscribe if you want to see more of my content. Hope you have a great day, night, week, month, whole rest of the year. It really doesn't matter when. See ya.